Big Gene Rakowski back in at left guard for the first time this year. Playing in game number 238, tied for third on the all-time Rough Rider list. Durant looks a couple of ways, and Odell Willis has the sack. A league-leading 6th quarterback sack. And he didn't even play in game 1.
Yeah, 2 sacks in the last 2 games per game, so 4 in total for Odell Willis. 5 sacks, this is his 6th. And ever since he moves from inside to that outside quick end or rush end position, he has flourished.
36.
Loss of 3. He's wearing a new watch for his performance last week in BC. 2nd and 13. Durant rolls, now looks downfield, and an open man gets left. With his 2nd catch of the game, came in with only 2 on the season.
I don't know about you, Chris, but I thought it was quite refreshing that Ken Miller didn't show any paranoia or anything like that in explaining his plan for the quarterbacks, and that he may put Stephen Giles in the game at some point, even if Darian Durant isn't playing poorly. He wants Durant to look from the sideline. I thought it was refreshing that he has the confidence to be able to tell people his plans so they don't have to speculate as to why he may have pulled Durant out of the game.
Wanted both quarterbacks to know exactly what was happening, but again, it's not etched in stone. West Cates wide open, still going, and finally wrestled up by Amati. They'll mark him down at the 23-yard line. 38-yard romp. West Cates is back.
And maybe the offensive line, Chris, for the Saskatchewan Roughriders is back. With Gene Makowski, Joe Bell out there. Look at the hole that opens up the right side of that offensive line for West Cates. He is untouched till he gets deep into the secondary.
Roughriders threatening, 5 receivers. Looks far side. Oh, that is picked off. Dwight Anderson, 3rd consecutive game that the Stampeder corner has an interception.
Dwight Anderson is going to bait Rob Bagg here right at the top on the corner as he sits, doesn't backpedal at all, sits on it, waits on it, and then jumps that crossing route or dig route, what it's called on offense. That's film study from Dwight Anderson. He baited Rob Bagg into thinking that he was going to stay back, didn't move, and then jumped the throw.
3rd interception of the year. He had just 2 all of last season. And again, a topic of discussion after that unexpected shoving match in the end zone last week with Devonzo Tate after a BC touchdown.
That's John Huffnagel about that.
Calgary to work. That zone read, play action, fake, deep. Ryan Thelwell's got it. What a year Ryan Thelwell is having for the Calgary Stampeders.
Interesting note in the game notes on Ryan Thelwell, the Calgary Stampeders, that over 80%, actually 84% of Ryan Thelwell's catches as a Calgary Stampeder have been for first downs. And this is a first down and then some.
45 yards, that's his biggest play of the season. The 36-year-old veteran from London, Ontario. A little fake by Burris, but he's wrapped up and tossed down. There's the middle linebacker, Ray Williams.
Ray Williams lines up in what's called the beat gap between the guard and the tackle, and then ends up looping around and coming through the middle.
So both teams have a sack here in the opening quarter. And it's 2nd and 13. 4 receivers to the wide side. Time for Burris. Is anybody open? Time running out. Now downfield. And it's caught. Jermaine Jackson with the catch. Close to the first down stick. Too many steamboats for Henry Burris.
Tremendous offensive line play for the Calgary Stampeders to allow Burris to scan the entire field from left to right, from short to deep. Just going to play up front. The big boys just lock it down. Four-man pressure for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, but you can see Burris look to his left first. Didn't see anything there. He moved around, bought a little time, and finally a receiver opens up for him. Jermaine Jackson.
Jackson, who had a team-high 5 catches last week against the BC Lions, a touchdown in that game. And Henry Burris mentioning yesterday, he has a lot of confidence in this big target, physical receiver. And he called him a brainiac, a guy who's already absorbed the offense and can play a couple of different positions. And will be called upon more now with the injury to Kenyon Rambo. So it's 1st and 10 at the Roughrider 34. Joffrey Reynolds heading north. And dragged down at the 11-yard line by the safety, James Patrick.
Boy, Jesse Newman and Ben Archibald, the left side of the offensive line, opens up a nice lane for Joffrey Reynolds. Here they are right there. There's Newman, there's Archibald. Watch how they come down, blocking in this direction. When they do, just slide down the line to their right. That backside, now that's where Joffrey Reynolds hits it. Stevie Baggs stays wide to contain Henry Burris, and that hole is huge.
131 yards last week after only 97 in the first 3 games. 23 on that ramble, and this time they fake it, and here's John Cornish, touchdown!
Yeah, baby. Boy, when the running game's working, the play action is sweet.
Stampeders score again after a turnover and are a convert away from tying.
Take a look at play action here from Joffrey Reynolds and how it will influence all the white jerseys. Sliding down to 21, leaving Cornish wide open.
Sandro DeAngelis ties the score. 92 seconds left first quarter here. And this one living up to the anticipation of a Saskatchewan-Calgary matchup.
And points off turnovers for the Calgary Stampeders. Remember, this started with the Dwight Anderson interception and ends with play action. When your running game is going well, and both Wes Cates and Joffrey Reynolds have had some success here early in this game. Boy, play action then influences the defense in a big way. There is no one around John Cornish until James Patrick from the safety spot comes up, but it's way too little too late.
Right at New Westminster, BC, with the touchdown capping a 5-play, 89-yard drive after the Dwight Anderson interception.
Boy, it's fun to watch when quarterbacks can fake those handoffs in the middle and have success running so that they can get more time to throw. That long time that Henry Burris had to Jermaine Jackson to keep the drive alive and then finishing it with John Cornish. That was picture-perfect drive from the Calgary offense.
Coming into the game, the 2 most opportunistic teams in the league, scoring the most points off turnovers through the opening 4 weeks, and Calgary adds to its league-leading total with that touchdown. There's Walker back again. He's looked dangerous on kick return so far tonight to the 36-yard line, and brought down there by Rob Cote, the pride of Cochrane, Alberta.
Ken Miller said it may be the first quarter that we see Stephen Giles. Now, after a 4-for-4 opening drive by Durant, he's slowed down a little bit the remainder of this first quarter, and you wonder if Ken Miller is getting that itchy trigger finger.
Said he'd give Durant 2 or 3 series, and then Stephen Giles might get a look unless Darian Durant was red hot. This could be a key series, and that pass dumped over the middle looking for Cates is incomplete.
See John Cornish's touchdown, how play action helped him get so wide open. Well, the Saskatchewan Roughriders had the same kind of success. This is how they started the game. Nice run by Wes Cates up the middle or just off tackle. Once they established that success on the run, you see Durant in that first touchdown drive. Now he uses play action to his advantage. He has lots of time and lots of options. Boy, it's fun to watch when offenses are clicking like that.
2nd and 10. Duffed off Cates. And he stopped short of the first down. Dwayne Carpenter, first man to meet the former Stampeder, Wes Cates. And suddenly it starts to get a little blustery here at McMahon. Mentioned how great a night it looked like about a half hour, 45 minutes ago, but we might have a storm blow in.
This is Calgary, and it could change in a heartbeat.
Threatening skies here in the foothills all of a sudden. And Jamie Borum hopes that wind gusting might help him improve his punt average here. Pressure. Line drive boot that'll bounce. And Titus Ryan back at his 4. And he won't reach the 10-yard line and fumbles the football. And Alonzo Tate gets on it first for Calgary.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's a beautiful night, raining, cloudy, snowing. It doesn't matter in this matchup. When Saskatchewan plays the Calgary Stampeders, it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be a full crowd, McMahon Stadium, and there's going to be 2 different colors. Red on one side and green on the other. And when you're talking about the big games, the rivalry games, this is one of them. Calgary will play, of course, Edmonton on Labor Day. If you haven't got your tickets here in Calgary for that one yet, you better hurry up because they're going fast. And this park has been sold out.
And for the last 2 or 3 years, this has taken on a Labor Day feel here in Calgary when the Saskatchewan Roughriders come to town. So the Stamps start deep at their own 5. Joffrey Reynolds territory takes the toss, and not much there off the right side. Maybe a couple to the 7.
Now, of course, in football, if it rains, you don't stop a game or delay it, but lightning, you could. We'll see what happens.
That's the final play of the opening quarter here under a threatening sky now at McMahon. Tie game.
Hey, Scott. Tim Hortons Wraps are back.
So is the Wrap Man.
Oh, sorry, I kind of already took that name.
What?
Yeah, the wraps are different now, okay? They're snack size. You get 2. I just figured the name was up for grabs.
But I'm Wrap Man.
Hey, Wrap Man! Hey, Wrap Girl! You could be Wrap Boy.
Well, I'm a man.
With warm seasoned chicken, Tim Hortons Chicken Wrap Snackers, 2 for just $3.99 in ranch or barbecue. Always a great value.
Every month, over 700,000 Canadians use food banks. With the help of CFL fans, Purelator has raised over 2.5 million pounds of food. We couldn't have done it without you. Purelator, tackling hunger across Canada.
It's been said that golf is a good walk spoiled. So, be spoiled. Clublink. One membership, more golf.
Canada's smallest province is prepped for a mammoth celebration. Share their spirit as over 4,400 athletes compete in the 2009 Canada Summer Games in Prince Edward Island. Watch the opening ceremonies August 15th on TSN2.
First quarter stats brought to you by Tim Hortons. Always fresh, always.
Even Steven, when you look at it, both Saskatchewan and Calgary almost identical in the time of possession, almost identical in first downs. And the Saskatchewan Roughriders had that early good drive, 4 for 4, Darian Durant, and then Henry Burris had a good drive of his own. He got Joffrey Reynolds involved. Nice play action to John Cornish for that touchdown.
Boy, Calgary's been lethal when they've created turnovers this year, now with 82 points off turnovers. But you say this weather should impact the way both teams approached the last 3 quarters.
Well, absolutely, because they want to keep that offensive momentum while they can, because if it gets real ugly out here, obviously tougher to handle the football.
So this is a big play. 2nd and 9 for the Stamps. And the hitch, McLewis looking for first down. And he's got it. Little breathing room for the Stampeders offense as we batten down the hatches here at McMahon.
Those